Okay, so today's video is going to be showing you how to check under the bonnet as part of the show me, tell me safety check questions that you'll get asked on the day of your test. Okay, so it'll ask you to pop the bonnet as you come up to the car, and to do that, if you just want to come around here, around this way, got this little lever here. Now on some cars it can be on that side, but there's usually a lever somewhere in the footwell on one of the sides of the cars. You just have to pop that, and that unpops the bonnet. Okay. And if we come round to the front, okay, that has popped it, but it's not open completely. On my car, there's a lever just above where the P is on the Peugeot. Put your fingers in, you'll get the catch, and you're looking for this here. Want to zoom in on that a little bit? So that catch there. Okay. So you put your fingers in, pull that up, and taking it up. Okay. Then we're getting this, and we put that into there. Okay, did you get that? Okay, so the things that they'll ask you is how to check your oil, how to check your engine coolant, and how to check your brake fluid. Okay? Now on the day of your test you will not be expected to touch anything, you'll just have to identify them, because the engine will still be warm because we'll have just driven to the test centre and they don't want you risking burning yourself. So to identify them, the first one we'll talk about is the engine oil. So if you just come in a little bit. So to identify it, they'd ask you how you'd identify where you check your oil and tell me how you check you've got enough oil in the vehicle. Okay, like down here. Here, this is where you check the oil. It's called a dipstick. You just literally have to pull that out, wipe it clean with a rag, pop it back in, give it a little twist, pull it back out, and then there's a minimum and maximum mark on the end, and you'd have to check it there. Now I'm going to do a demonstration, but as I say, on the day of your test, you won't have to actually do a demonstration, you just have to explain how to do it. Okay, so to check your oil, what you have to do, as I've just mentioned, pull that out, wipe it clean all the way down, and then on the bottom here, you've got minimum and maximum marks there and there. When you dip it back in, now bearing in mind I've just driven, so the oil will be all over the engine at this point. The best time to do it is literally first thing in the morning when the oil is all settled at the bottom of the engine. Pulling it back out, so I've dipped it in, give it a twist. As you can see at the moment that is all over it because the car has been running. What you'll get when the engine is all settled is you'll get a clear line of where the oil is on the minimum and maximum mark. Okay. Next one is the engine coolant. Now this one is your coolant. Coolant is the one that controls the temperature of the engine, so it prevents it from overheating. Hence the little thermometer on the top there. Okay. The way you check it, if you just zoom in here for me, you've got minimum and maximum marks. So you've got your maximum mark there, and you've got a minimum mark there. So as long as you've got it in between there, you know you're okay. Next question they'll ask you is to identify the brake fluid and tell them how you'd know you've got sufficient brake fluid in the car. Okay. So this is your brake fluid. The symbol on the top, that's the symbol of the brakes. The way I like to think of it is the circle in the middle represents the wheel, and then the two brackets either side, that is like the brake pads. Okay, so that's your brake symbol. The way you check it is on the side here, you've got a minimum and maximum mark. So if you just zoom it down to there for me, you can see that you've got the maximum there, and then the minimum is this ridged area there. So as long as the liquid is there in between there, you're all good. Don't know if it's picking it up on the video, but there is like a yellow liquid in there. I don't think it's quite picking it up. It is in there, take my word for it. Okay, so that's your brake fluid. So as you can see with all of them, and now it's just a case of closing the bonnet, simply taking that out of there. Just want to come in, making sure you remember to click that back in there, because I have had people leave it there and then obviously it's going to start rattling around. Clicking it in, and then you do have to drop it from a bit. Okay, so doing those checks is so important. If your oil runs out, your engine's going to seize up. If your brake fluid runs out, your brakes aren't going to work. And if your coolant runs out, your engine's going to overheat. Now, we usually recommend doing those checks every week. Just do them once a week, quick look under the bonnet. It doesn't take long at all. Okay, a lot of people will say to me that when I ask the question, how often do you think you need to check under the bonnet? And they'll say, before every long journey. But what happens if you don't go on a long journey for 6 months? Within that 6 month period, one of them could start running out and it could be too late. So as I say, for the sake of 60 seconds or so, just to quickly pop the bonnet and then just check all the levels, okay, just to keep your car running nice and smooth, save yourself a lot of money and potentially save your life. There's also screen wash under the bonnet that you have to keep topped up as well, but that won't get asked on the day of your test. It'll just be your oil, your brake fluid and your engine coolant. Okay, so you might have noticed I've gone up in the world for this video and I got myself a cameraman. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to my son Jacob for getting up this morning and coming and helping me shoot this video and doing a great job. Thank you very much.